Good evening, student. Today topic is inserting picture in a slide from gallery. Inserting picture in a slide from gallery. Gallery. We can insert the picture in our slide in two way. Clear? We can insert the picture in our slide in two way. Number one, from files. Number two, from gallery. Number five means simple files. Okay. Next point number two, from gallery. Gallery is an area where we can find various them of group like backgrounds, bullets, home page, diagrams, computers, arrow, then etc. Okay, what is gallery? Gallery is an area where we can find various themes or like groups like backgrounds, bullets, home page, diagrams, computer, arrow, and etc. What is themes? Themes, simple picture are organization as themes. Themes Themes names represent the types of picture. Image is contents. Okay, clear? So start.
So, how do we insert images or graphics? We're gonna create a new slide. It's going to get the same layout as the slide before. If we want, we can change it like that. So, spring. Then click to add text. So this time I don't want to add text. I just want to insert an image. So I can just hover the mouse, insert table, insert chart, insert movie, insert picture. So I can just click on that and then go like that and choose, select an image. So I'm going to choose this one. And you've got your image inserted. So now we're going to learn how to modify the image, the dimensions, the positions, etc. So as you can see, when I click outside the picture or the image, like that, nothing happens. If I click once, it's going to select it. And how do we know? Where we can see the, I think they are green squares. The green squares mean that you can redimension um, the image. So if I let the mouse hover like that, it becomes a double arrow, and I can just drag wherever I want. The problem with this method is that sometimes when you drag uh, too much towards one dimension, you've got something like that, which is not very pretty. So what we can do is keep the ratio of the width to height ratio. So if I want to just have 50% of the image, want to reduce it by 50%, what I can do is right click, position and size, and then keep ratio and just do off 418. As you can see, at the same time, it's going to recalculate the height. So the ratio is going to be the same. So if I say OK, it just did what I wanted it to do. Then if I want it positioned somewhere specific, so if I want it somewhere like here, but I want specific coordinates instead of doing something very probabilistic. So I can use the ruler, but it's not very precise, it takes too much time. So what I can do, view ruler, I don't like this ruler. You can say, okay, right click, position size, and then you can locate position, um, for example, the top left corner of the image at a specific XY position. So I'm going to say I want it to 3, 3. As you can see, I don't have to um, type the quotes that represent the measurement unit because by default, Impress is going to use a specific measurement unit for this field. So even if I only just type 3, it's going to understand that I mean inches. So this is 3 inches and then 3 inches. So I used as reference point the top left corner of the image, or I could have used any of the any of the 9 reference points or base points. Another thing I can do with an image. So I'm going to, or I can add text to the image. So if I double click, that means twice the left click, not the right, of course. Double click on it, you see the cursor like that, and you just write something, and then I click outside, and you've got the text in it. So if I don't like it, being black, whatever, it's not very legible, so readable. So I can just go right click, text, and then change its appearance. I don't want it in the middle. I want it, for example, on the top, blah, 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 blah. If you've got text animation, you want it to blink or whatever, do something like that. Just in case. I've never used it, but at least now you know you can. Oh, okay. So another thing is maybe you want to add a line um, around the image. So right click as always, line, and then you can add, I don't know, um, ultra fine to dot 3 dashes and red, light red, width of the line and whatever you want. And it's going to add something like that. I'm going to zoom a bit. This is one of the things you can do. And then another thing is you can align. For example, if you want it to be on the top and in the middle, you can see that it's not very specific because this is not symmetric. And plus, I did it by hand. So what I can do is just say I was here somewhere. Yeah, I can right click, align, and then choose the horizontal and the vertical alignment. So it's going to be centered and it's going to be on the top. So now we've got exactly what we want. As you just saw, now the image is covering the text. So you can see like that. This is the title. If you want it to be under the text, you can just make it, let's say, transparent, but it's not called transparency here. So right click, arrange, and send to the back. So that means everything else is going to be superposed to the image. You can see, now we can see the text. And of course, imagine you've got a slide, you have received an Impress presentation, and you see an image like that, and you want to save it. One solution would be to select it and then go edit, copy, and then open Paint. I don't remember exactly. I think it's Paint. Then you have to paste it, and then you have to save it. Of course, Paint doesn't give you a whole lot of options. And then I have to blah, 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 and so like spring. That takes a lot of time. Luckily for us, Impress has a solution. So you can just go right click, then save as picture. And you can choose twice as many options as Paint. And then I can say, okay, I'm going to bitmap and I'm going to spring. You can see with a few clicks, I've got my picture saved. And the last thing we should learn is that instead of uh, instead of using our images, there's a library, a gallery in Impress. So search, I think it's somewhere. I just found it. It's as you can see, I never use gallery, but Impress's um, graphical interface is quite easy, so it takes just a few seconds to find what you need. So tools, gallery, and then you can just go through it and I say, okay, I want to have something like that, and you just drop it, drag and drop, and you've got um, something like that. So of course, if you go, let's see, if you go to the OpenOffice web page, or you can go to Google directly and type OpenOffice Gallery, or you can find some like that in cliparts. So you've got quite a few things to choose, and then you can just install them, and they're going to appear. Um, they're going to appear here. So if you go like here, it says how to install, and you've got all the directions, which are quite simple actually. Or you can go install it Clipart Gallery theme. This is an extension. So an extension is a tiny plugin that you can install on or to or whatever in Impress. And the really cool thing about extensions is that they can just be installed directly. So instead of doing all that um, says download file, minimize, double click, blah 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 blah. The extensions you just do like that. Download extension, then you get the extension. This is the OXT file format, and you just click on it. And when you click it, this is what happens. There's the extension manager. You just say okay, and it gets installed. So you have nothing to do. You just download and just click on it, and it's going to be um, installed for you. So next time I'm going to so if I close Impress, and then let's save the file from time to time. And if I close and then open again Impress, we're going to find the gallery here. And since I know some of you just call me lazy, I'm going to do it. I'm going to prove my case. I'm going to close up, and then I'm going to open it up again. And there you go. You've got the gallery, and you've got the new clip arts added here, so you can choose all that. So it's really cool. So I just click, and that's all, and I've got my new clip arts integrated.